Hello everyone, welcome to Motivation Mondays. Today I want to talk about simplicity in your recovery, and this is great news. Recovery is not complicated, and you do not have to make it so. I didn't say it was easy, I said it was not complicated. The premise is simple. Deprive the disorder of what it craves. That is your emotional, mental, and physical response, and you will make the disorder weaker, bit by bit. My strategy to do so was simple and straightforward. I implemented what I call 5 ground rules. The first 2 ground rules were omnipresent, always there. You don't have to be perfect at implementing the ground rules. And number 2, treat OCD as a separate entity from yourself. Now, ground rules 3 through 5 were what I did in the moment when OCD was tapping me on the shoulder and then bearing down on me at that fork in the road, when I was in OCD's vortex. Identify thoughts, images, feelings, and urges that I suspected might possibly be coming from OCD, and then attribute them to their rightful owner, OCD. Ground rule 4, allow the thoughts, etc. to just be there. Don't resist them, don't try to replace them, don't try to make them go away. And ground rule 5, resist giving in to the compulsion at all costs. It's hard to do because of the intense anxiety and all the uncertainty, but in actuality, anxiety and uncertainty are the precise reasons you must push your way through it. You don't want to suffer in the hell pit for the rest of your life. You implement the rules by coaching yourself through it, in the moment. I said things such as, I suspect this thought, etc. is coming from OCD. It feels like OCD, so I'm treating it as OCD. These thoughts can just be in my mind. I don't care if they are there. I don't need to respond to them. The anxiety eventually will subside. I must endure this anxiety and this uncertainty and resist this compulsion because I must get better for my 2 boys. The immediate pain of making OCD weaker is far more preferable than giving in and staying in the hell pit. It doesn't have to be word for word, and the words can change. Remind yourself of ground rule 1. You don't have to be perfect in implementing the ground rules. You say whatever helps you deprive the disorder of what it craves. It feels kind of clunky and maybe a little awkward to implement at first, but the more you do it, the more fluid it becomes and the easier it gets. And as you practice it, you can begin to abbreviate the steps in your mind. For example, over time, I collapsed the entire strategy down into one very dismissive and sarcastic word aimed at OCD. Whatever. And I moved on. I stayed the course and I got better. Way better. You can too. We are not different. OCD can be defeated. I'm with you. Let's go.